Good evening all, welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry it's been a while. This little video really is just to give you an update as into what's going on, what's really going on behind the scenes, and really just where I'm at with the layout. It's not going to be part of the Woodford Vale series. This isn't a Woodford Vale update. This isn't one of them, unfortunately. That is in the works, but it's a long way off being completed, unfortunately. There are reasons for that. Personal circumstance, changing of jobs and family matters, personal matters going on. But the biggest one really is I just lost my mojo for the whole project. I lost all ambition and drive to actually get anything done, produce any more videos. I've just lost all drive and focus really. So I made the decision to take a couple months off and just really crack on with getting as much of this layout done, ready for the next update as possible, because a bit like Richard of Everard Junction really, it's just now this is the point where a lot of time's going to be taken doing stuff that you guys won't see. I'm not sure if you haven't noticed yet, but this siding back here, this was meant to be in and laid. I haven't done it yet, but that's going to be happening. I've got 2 weeks off coming up soon, which I'm hoping to invest some time in the railway. The big key is getting that siding at the back there in, getting it wired up. Then it'll be putting some money back, buying all the Cobalt point motors for this side of the layout, so the fiddle yard tracks, getting them in, not necessarily wired up, but getting them in, getting them tested. So basically one switch will work 2 motors, and that will then operate all the points in the fiddle yard. The reason why I'm filming over here, just showing you trains not really moving, and you see the occasional 2 pass through, is that there is work happening on the scenic side. There's been a big reshuffle. Part of it you've seen in the previous update, but a little bit more's gone on now. There's a bit more work going into it. I don't really want to show it just yet. I want that to be part of a nice surprise for you guys in the next update. But for the next series of updates, there will be more time taken between them. So basically, it's a lot of stuff you guys won't see, a lot of wiring, a bit more track laying, so that you'll see progress along the way. But it's mainly just wiring, tidying up. I'm going to have to put a lot of time in. As you can see, it's all just a mess here really. Unfortunately, part of the circumstance, like here you see under this, there's some pictures. Unfortunately, over Christmas I lost my father. He didn't live in the country, so a lot of his stuff now is starting to come back. We're having to go through it, so, and there's a lot of dealing with what happens after that. I don't really want to delve into it really on my YouTube channel. I hope you accept my decision on that one. I don't really want to go into it. It's quite a personal thing. It happened over Christmas and it's still ongoing really. So it's a bit of a bummer, but it's what happens. Unfortunately, that is a fact of life. But lie in the sand, moving on from that. Yeah, I'm just really needing to have a good tidy up, sort out what stuff of his I've got, put them in a nice safe place, so they'll be going up into the attic on my time off. And then really it's just tidying up the layout, getting my head down, working on the next instalment of the Woodford Vale series for you guys. But whilst I'm getting my head down and getting the videos together, I was just wondering if you guys would like to maybe have once a month a video where I take an item of rolling stock and I weather it, or take a coach and I put people in it and I show you guys how I do it, what my little techniques are and how I weather stuff. I was just wondering if that would be something you guys would be interested in to fill up the time, rather than doing another running session video or whatever. So if there's anything you guys would like to see, if I'm at that stage of doing my layout, I'm more than happy to do a little video on it and how I go about doing it. But really and truthfully, there's not really been any new arrivals to the layout. There hasn't really been anything, well, new arrivals that I can share yet, put it that way. Locomotive and stock wise, not really. Rolling stock, the only thing new is this little wagon here with the L&ER blue container. I mean, those Midland coaches have been in storage. I've hardly ever used them, so I've forced myself to get them out, and I've been running them quite a bit at the minute. The other new bit of rolling stock is that Mark 1 there, which I've started to weather. So haven't been spending as much. Again, that's mainly just saving up ready to continue with the layout. So I just want to wish you all well, and I hope that you're all well, and thank you all for sticking with the channel despite my lack of activity. I would like to issue my sincerest apologies for my lack of activity, but with recent circumstances I was preoccupied elsewhere and I'd lost all my mojo for it. It just didn't seem as fun. So I just took myself away, watched some of my favourite channels on YouTube, and just delved into some of my other passions, like restoring my MGB GT. That's moving along now. We're getting to a point where it's getting quite exciting there, helping my brother change an engine on his Subaru. So I've just been doing other bits and pieces whilst I've built up enough enthusiasm and commitment to continue with the project, particularly now with the summer. Despite it being absolutely wet and miserable where I am today, with the summer coming and the hotter weather, it's a bit more encouraging to get out here too, and I can enjoy watching some of my trains run in the sun. So yeah, once again, my most heartiest and sincerest of apologies, and also thanks to all of you guys for sticking around. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend, or had a lovely weekend. I hope you're all safe and well. Stick to it, enjoy your hobby, and I will see you, hopefully, at the end of June, mid to late June, with the next instalment of Woodford Vale's updates. Take care and goodbye.